Hello dear student, myself Raman Shukla from LPM Public School, Gola Bazar, Gorakhpur. Dear student, in this video we are going to read chapter 4 of Geography. The topic is reading of maps. In this concern, in our this video, we are going to read map based on content, and now we are going to read about nautical charts. Nautical charts are used to navigate ships. They show details of the shoreline as well as depth of water, rocks, location of lighthouses, and views. Dear student, nautical charts help in navigation of ships. They show details about the depth of water, about rocks, location of lighthouses, and views. Dear student, views are the deep hollows of coastal areas. Next is aviation chart. Dear student, aviation chart show airways, traffic control towers, airports, and air routes. Dear student, they are help in the aviation. Next is geological maps. Show the ages of and types of rocks and soil. Dear student, geological map shows ages of and types of rocks. Ages mean to say rocks are old or newly formed, soil are old or newly formed. And in last, tourist map features places of interest, museum, monument, etc. Dear student, tourist maps help tourists to tour any places. For example, here we can see a tourist map of Connaught Place. Dear student, Connaught Place is situated in New Delhi, and here we can see various places interest, mean to say PVR Plaza, Shivaji Stadium. They are the places of interest, मतलब जहाँ पे लोगों का इंटरेस्ट होता है वो, if you want to watch a movie, if you want to watch a cricket match, so here the conventional symbols they describe PVR Plaza, PVR Rivoli and Regal. It means here we can watch movie. And dear student, in Suchita Kriplani जो plus symbol, this symbol denotes here we can take or help medical facilities. In Shivaji Stadium we can see an conventional symbol that show us here the matches or the sports matches are we can see, and you can see a symbol of Palika Bazaar. There is a conventional symbol that show us here we can market. Dear student, on the basis of this is the example of a tourist map. In this we can see the monuments also, Jantar Mantar, and the connection of roads, they are expanded in Connaught Place area. So here from any places with the help of map we can reach in our destination and the places of interest where we can reach there. In center, the student, you can see राजीव चौक MS लिखा है, तो इसका मतलब है here the word MS denotes metro stations and the centrally located symbol is the symbol of Delhi Metro. So dear, this was the explanation of a tourist map 4.3. Now we are going to know about atlas. An atlas is a collection of maps, usually bound as a book. So here the definition of atlas is clear, dear student. Atlas is a collection of maps and usually it's bound as a book. Besides including maps of the world, selected continents and countries, it may also include information and diagrams related to geographical features and population data. Dear student, in atlas, apart from the particle maps, there are various maps, selected maps of continents, countries, and they have also various information with the help of diagram, and they show us geographical features as well as population data. So here the definition and the information related to atlas is clear. Now we are going to know about sketch. A diagram that is drawn without taking into consideration the actual distance between places or direction is called a sketch. Dear student, this is the definition of sketch. I repeat it. A diagram that is drawn without taking into consideration the actual distance between places or direction is called a sketch. Important landmarks such as hospitals, shops, offices, ponds, bridges, etc. can be marked. It is not to scale and is a drawing from memory. For example, if your father has to give you direction to reach his office, he will draw routes and landmarks from his memory. Dear student, on the basis of these informations, we can say sketch is a diagram where that is based on memory, and in sketch there is no use of scale and there is no directions also. It is totally based on the memory of a person. In sketch, important landmarks such as hospitals, shops, offices, ponds, bridges, they can be marked. So dear student, the important things is related to sketch is sketch sketches are not based on scale. Okay, and another important thing is it is based on memory. Next one is plan. A plan is an outline drawing of a building or a room or a small area. Here the definition of plan is clear. A plan is an outline drawing of a building or a room or a small area. It includes the accurate direction. The student, स्केच में जब हमने पढ़ा तो उसमें डायरेक्शन जो है एक्यूरेट नहीं है. There is no accurate direction. Here direction is accurate. It includes the accurate direction, symbols and distance, and here also usage of symbols and distance between two things, much like a map. A plan gives many details, whereas a sketch gives only the main features of the area to be studied. Dear student, a plan gives many details, whereas in comparison, plan each sketch provide us very little information related to area. They show only main features like school, bridges, ponds, houses, shops. A plane is different from a sketch because it is drawn to a scale. And dear student, a plane is different from sketch is because plane is based on scale. So dear student, here is the figure 4.4 show a sketch, and figure 4.5 plan of a house. तो डियर स्टूडेंट, जब कोई हाउस को बिल्डअप करने से पहले, बिफोर द बिल्डिंग एनी हाउस और एनी रूम, वी टेक अ हेल्प ऑफ आर्किटेक्ट हु मेक द प्लान ऑफ दैट हाउस and the buildings or houses built according to plan. In plan, everything is described with its accurate distance and direction. Because we have already read about in plan, scale, directions and distance, they are shown as like a map. So dear student, a plan provided detailed information about an building or any other area. So dear student, here the explanation of this chapter is completed. Now we are going to know about chapter in a nutshell. In other words, we can say it is the summary of chapter. First point is a map overcomes the limitation in a globe. Dear student, globe जो है वो पूरी पृथ्वी को दिखाता है. Globe describe the whole world, but map overcomes the limitation in a globe. But in a map, there is a limitation. Second, most maps have a scale, a north arrow and a legend. तो स्टूडेंट, मोस्टली जो मैप्स होते हैं उसमें एक स्केल होता है, नॉर्थ एरो होता है and the various legends. They describe the other things like school, railway stations, hospitals, etc. Scale shows the ratio between the distance on a map and the distance on the surface of the earth. Dear student, scale shows the ratio between the two places and the actual place that is based. Next is scale show the ratio between the distance on map, the temperature on the earth's surface. Dear student, scale show the ratio between the distances of two places. Mean to say, if a place is 10 kilometer, if two places they have 10 kilometer distance between them, then this line show him 20